let's suppose for a moment that there are two general ways of experiencing. One way is the usual way, the way that we're used to, the way that we are familiar with, the way that is the only way we can remember thinking about, feeling like ourself. And then there's a different way. The first way is a solidifying experience. Solidifying experience means this experience, this moment, this world, this self, this body, this external environment is held together in a certain way by something unseen, by something we don't notice as such, because it's kind of in the background, or perhaps because we're looking from it. But it seems to give everything a certain coherence, a certain kind of solidity, a certain kind of continuity. But it also gives it a certain kind of weight and a certain kind of enclosure. It makes it feel just a little bit off, uncomfortable, unsatisfactory. This is the solidifying experience that we may or may not label, but if we do label it, we often call it ourself, or life, or being human, or me, my life, my problems, my solutions, my past, my future. All of that, all of the ways we think about ourselves and the world, all of the ways we think about reality, all of the ways we think about philosophy, metaphysics, spirituality. All of it is simply part of this solidifying experience, or this solidified experience. Now, there's a whole different kind of experience. And I'm going to define it by the fact that it's not a solidifying experience. So those factors aren't there. The weight, the tendency to try to make something out of it, the seeming need to derive meaning or purpose from experience, the belief that something exists in time, the belief that you exist as a discrete entity at all, the belief that the world exists. Sorry. Cracks me up sometimes. I forget that this is the way a lot of us experience reality. So, what is it like without that solidifying experience, without that constant need to defend a self that doesn't exist and never has? What is it like to live without constantly hypnotizing yourself that there's a world out there that you need to navigate? Is it possible? Is it possible to live free from these illusions? The illusion of separation, the illusion of actuality, the illusion of perpetuity, the illusion that when I walk across the room, that which starts walking across the room and that which finishes on the other side of the room is the same thing, is some solid being. Can you live without that illusion? What would it cost you? Well, in one sense, it costs you everything. But all of that which it costs you, all of that everything amounts to nothing. It's just a bunch of beliefs. And those beliefs feel like struggle. And they feel like resistance. And they feel like reactivity. And they feel like belief. And they feel like view. They're completely unnecessary. That world, that suffocating world of suffering, that suffocating world of later when, or if I only could wake up, or fix myself, fix the world, find the right teacher, find the right technique, get the love I want, get the validation I want, be heard, be seen. What's it like not to live in that world of what if, or when I will get, or why I don't have? Well, it's being free from all of that. I'm not saying that all of that exists and doesn't matter. I'm saying you can think it into your own reality, or you can just notice this. What is here? There's no way to talk about it, because here implies a there. Now implies a later or before. It implies time. This isn't about time, and it's not about space, distance, or location. But it's your true nature. It's totally accessible. It's free. True freedom. And it's peaceful. And it's infinitely flexible. But it's not solid. It's not a something. It's nothing real. Neither is it unreal. It's not a way of thinking. It's not a paradigm. It's not a description. When this is clear, every description you've ever heard will be a joke. The best descriptions by the most enlightened people in history won't matter. Why would they matter? Why would you need a description? It's that clear. Now, this doesn't mean in the relative sense nothing changes, because everything changes. There's no need to negate the conventional. So the conventional body-mind person does change, evolves. Aspects of delusion can still fall away. Beliefs can still be dispelled. But it's spontaneous, clear, simple, non-continuous, non-solid, without hindrance. So, can you live free of hindrance? That's what this is all about. We don't realize how hindered we actually are when we feel like a someone with problems, going somewhere, coming from somewhere, needing a bunch of stuff, wanting a bunch of stuff, wanting a bunch of conditions. Can you live free of wanting, needing, rejecting, seeking? Of course you can. It's your birthright.